Hey, Michelle. Jump in quick. It's pouring out there.
Oh, hi, Melissa. Are you going to the conference too? I was planning to pick up Mr. Campbell.
Yes, he told me. We need to pick him up at his hotel and then go to the conference.
Oh, I see. Okay. So, I heard you got married. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. I'm very excited. We were going to get married next year, but then we decided to get married on holiday instead. It was wonderful.
That sounds so romantic. Jack and I were hoping to get married in Europe next year, but we had to postpone our plans. We just don't have the money.
I know what you mean. I think Shanghai is getting more and more expensive, don't you?
I sure do. In my opinion, it's actually becoming more expensive than back home.
Definitely. Oh, there's Mr. Campbell. Driver, can you stop here, please?
Can you help me set up my voicemail message? I just got this service, and I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to say.
Sure. You just basically got to let the caller know who they called and ask them for their contact information so you can call them back.
Okay, so I can say, "This is Abby's voicemail. I will call you later, so leave me your name and number."
That's more or less the idea, but try something that sounds more friendly.
Okay, so how about this? "This is Abby, and I'm really happy you called. I promise I will give you a ring as soon as I can, so please leave me your name and number. Talk to you soon."
A little too friendly, Abby. Just say this. "Hi, you've reached Abby. I'm unable to answer your call right now, but if you leave me your name and phone number, I will get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks."
That's perfect. Can you say that again and record it for me?
Okay, class, so today we're going to continue with our anatomy class. Today we will review everything we have learned. Can anyone tell me what the first major organ is?
The brain.
That's right, the brain. It serves as a control center for the body, handling the processes of the central nervous system as well as cognition. Then what major organ is in our chest?
The heart.
Very good. It pumps blood throughout the body using the circulatory system such as blood vessels and veins. Now, let's not forget that our lungs provide oxygen to our heart and body to keep us alive. Now, what about the organs that help us digest food?
The stomach and intestines.
Very good. Let's not forget that the stomach is the one that breaks down our food and our intestines process the food and then expel the waste. Are we forgetting anything?
Yeah, our kidneys, liver, and bladder.
Oh yes, you are right. Very important organs indeed.
So, what do these organs do, teacher?
Well, they... Time for a break. We can talk about it when you get back. Hi, ladies. Thanks for picking me up. It's awful weather out there.
Absolutely. It's been raining for hours.
How are you, Melissa? Are you okay?
I'm great, thanks, Mr. Campbell.
Do you have any business trips planned soon, Mr. Campbell?
Of course, I'm always traveling. I'll leave for London next Monday, and then I'll fly to Boston from there. It's going to be a busy month. How about you, Michelle? Do you have any vacation plans?
Yes, Mike and I will travel to Beijing to see Mike's parents for the Spring Festival, and hopefully next year we will visit London. I hear it's a wonderful city.
I couldn't agree more. London is really fantastic. It's my favorite city. I'm sure you'll have a great time.
Hey, honey. Where were you?
I decided to take Kenny to the park and get some fresh air.
How was it? Were there a lot of kids?
It wasn't too crowded, but we had a great time. We got on the seesaw together, then went on a couple of different slides, and then I tried to go with him in the jungle gym, but I didn't fit.
Sounds like fun. When we go, he always just likes to play in the sandbox.
Yeah, but today he was really hyper. He even got onto the monkey bars. And then he went on to go on the swings for half an hour. I'm exhausted.
You should go to the park more often, since you don't go to the gym anymore.
What are you doing awake?
I can't sleep.
But it's almost midnight.
Exactly. I'm too excited for Christmas morning. Also, I thought I heard Santa.
Really? How do you know it was Santa?
Well, I heard that naughty boys and girls get coal in their stockings, so I thought I'd be nice and make Santa cookies. I even left out some milk. I heard someone in the kitchen eating the cookies, so I came downstairs.
Well, I know that Santa won't come down the chimney with you hiding behind the tree, spying on him.
Really?
Really? Let's go back upstairs and get back to bed. That way we can let Santa do his job. Then, when you wake up, it will be Christmas already.
Okay.
Hey, honey, is that you? Don't eat all the cookies. I want some too.
'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads, and Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap, when out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw open the sash. The moon on the breast of the new-fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver, so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donder and Blitzen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricanes fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with the sleighs full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then, in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his toe, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled! His dimples, how merry! His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up in a bow, and the beard of his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke had encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right old jolly elf, and I laughed when I saw him, in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk. And laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere as he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night."
What's for dinner?
Leftovers.
What? Leftovers of what and from when?
From last night. I took the leftover turkey, mixed it with some diced peppers and onions, add a little bit of mayonnaise, and made some sandwiches.
Isn't that dangerous, though? I mean, bacteria and germs reproducing on food that was left out or reheated?
Well, I didn't leave the turkey out at room temperature for more than an hour, and I refrigerated it soon after we finished eating. Also, when reheating, I put it in the oven for 15 minutes at 100 degrees Celsius.
Oh, well, okay. I'm just afraid of getting food poisoning.
Don't worry about it. Making a new meal out of leftovers is almost an art. Not only do you save money, but you also get to be creative and have something different to eat.
Thank you for coming tonight, Mr. Weber. As a teacher, it's great seeing the kids' parents assist our parent-teacher conference night.
Of course. I am very interested to know how my child is doing and also get some insight from you as to how he can improve.
Well, Alan is a great student. He's a hard worker and very well behaved. However, he does struggle a bit with math.
I guess he gets that from me. I never did well in math when I was a kid. What can I do at home to complement what he is learning in the classroom?
Well, it's important that you sit with him and review his homework assignments and help him with math. I would also recommend he stay after school twice a week for tutoring sessions. It will really help a lot.
Thanks a lot. I will definitely do that. Is there anything else?
Yes. Here's a notice from our financial department. Seems your child's tuition is overdue.
Oh, yes,
It's almost midnight. We're about to start a brand new year.
I know, it's so exciting. A new year is always like a clean slate. A fresh start to accomplish any dreams, objectives, and goals.
Do you have a New Year's resolution?
I was thinking about it, but I'm never able to keep my New Year's resolutions. Last year, for example, I joined a gym and only went twice.
Yeah, I know what you mean. That's why this year I am keeping things more simple. Maybe like getting together with friends I haven't seen in a long time or doing some volunteering work.
That seems reasonable. We should get together and watch the ball drop in Times Square.
Sure, as long as you don't try to kiss me at midnight.
Well, we can't break tradition. It's bad luck.